So I'm launching a supplement company with my partner on, in a couple days. And I really want to just start recording and filming and documenting the process. I post on TikTok and all those things, but I feel like YouTube and this more long form content is better for me to get my ideas out and talk about, the good and bad in just way more detail. And so my goal with this is to obviously show you guys the highs and lows, but I also want to be as transparent as possible. Obviously, I'm going to have to keep some things a secret, but I sort of want to be very just radically transparent. I want to show our P&L statements, how I interpret the P&L statement and all these things, and also just talk to you guys about ideas and how I plan about going about things. And I feel like a lot of the people on YouTube that talk about e-commerce, they're all very much on the marketing side, which is obviously very, very important. You don't have any sales without marketing. But what I've learned from another brand that I've launched is the operations is equally important. And if you have really good product market fit, your operations actually matter more than your marketing in certain times, right? So you'll have periods of growth in the business where your marketing matters more and that's sort of your main priority. And then you have times when the marketing breaks the business and where the operations has to get fixed. And that's sort of the stage that I was at. And I had to learn very early that I was not very good at the operations side, and I had to learn all of the in-depth, intricacies and stuff that you can't really find on YouTube. There's not a lot of stuff on operations on how do you, for instance, how do you get a bill of materials on your product so you know the cost of everything, and how do you manage the inventory so that, we're buying all of the ingredients for our we're buying all of the ingredients for our product and we are shipping them to our manufacturer and they're making it. And it's how do you keep track of all that? These are all the things that help optimize your cost of goods to make you more money in the end. And there's not really any good videos on YouTube about this. All of them are about Facebook ads and stuff, which is important, but I also want to sort of bring light to that side of stuff. So yeah, this is definitely more of a documenting thing. It's honestly more for me than anything else, because I do want to see how I evolve as a person and how do I handle the stress and the emotions and the highs and lows and all that kind of stuff. So I'm rambling a little bit here, so bear with me. But we're launching a company. It's called JuiceWorks. It took me 3 minutes to tell you guys that. It's called JuiceWorks. And so the idea behind this brand is that a lot of the supplements on the market, you don't feel them right away. You have to take them for months and months for them to work. And a lot of them work, but a lot of them are a little, scammy in a way where it's they want you to hop on a subscription plan. And if you don't feel anything, you have to keep taking it for a couple more months. And so the idea of our company is that we need to make supplements that work on the first dose, right? So that very much limits the amount of products that we can drop, but it gives us a very clear brand focus and idea for if you take this product, you should feel some sort of shift in your mental state or something like that. So our first product is going to be called Mood Juice. And all of the stress supplements that I see on TikTok Shop, they are all very much you have to take them for a while for them to work, and any effects that you do feel right away are usually a placebo effect. And for us, we want to create something that you actually feel. It's not going to be as strong as alcohol or anything like that, but the idea is that it works on the first dose. That's the value of the company. It works, and it works fast. And so that's sort of the very narrow brand value and the narrow focus that we have in growing this company. And so we're going to launch this product. We are hoping to launch on TikTok Shop and Shopify. And then I have to learn a lot about marketing, because that is probably my weak point, actually. I need to get good at marketing more. And yeah, I'm going to be posting here to keep myself accountable. And I don't know, I'm going to try to post weekly updates on how the brand is doing, how sales are going, if sales are going really bad. So if you guys want to, join in on this journey and talk about e-com and that kind of stuff, definitely, subscribe. So yeah, thanks.